Peace, beautiful people. It is your girl, the real Tony Hickman, and I am coming to y'all today just to tell you a few things real quick. So everyone knows I have been a practicing liquidarian for on and off since the beginning of this year, but really consistent in the last couple of months. I haven't been keeping up to date, but I've just been building the muscle toward my addictions of food, you know. And so anyway, it's crazy because there was a time where I never thought that I would be a liquidarian. I would just be like, yeah, I do raw vegan, but I can't see myself being a liquidarian. It made no sense to me, right? So I know to many people it makes no sense to them, because at that time my mindset was not where it is now. And so now I have been a practicing liquidarian, and I enjoy the discipline that has come with it. And with that has also come a couple of lessons, but other great teachers and people in my life. And so I want to give a shout out to Eso the God. And if y'all don't know who he is, I interviewed him on Instagram Live, and he is also on my YouTube channel. The interview I downloaded to my YouTube channel, but I interviewed him, and he is a master of many things, but specifically QIGONG is what I'm taking from him. And so even though I have done all of this healing as far as working on my body and discipline in my diet, and I've been doing that for a while since I've been in Houston, but now it has gone further into liquids, and you know, I'm cool with that. So I started taking this brother's class. Actually, I took my second class last night, and because I am a 2-time brain aneurysm survivor and a stroke survivor with partial paralysis at this point, some of the moves and the things that are required in this class have been difficult. Now, I have pushed through it. I've done what I can, and then some things that I can't do, I just try and find, like, you know, the next best thing closest to that move. But I just have to say that, like, when you are ready for different situations in your life, the teachers come, right? But it only comes when you are ready to receive it. When you're not ready to receive it, it doesn't cross your path, because there are steps and different disciplines that you have to apply to your life to get to each step. And each step builds character, it builds discipline, and it builds a pattern of consistency. And so now I am taking this brother's class gratefully. And like I said, there are some moves that have been difficult for me, but because of my paralysis. But now, you know, he's gonna work with helping me get through those moves, which is pretty dope. But QIGONG also deals with the breath, like on a whole nother level, beyond just meditation, beyond Tai Chi and yoga. It is more focused on breath and breathing a different way than I've ever been taught. And so learning these ways, I'm like, whoa, it's a whole different level to breathing. But I'm fascinated by it, because in that process, and like I said, I took my second class last night, but he has classes every day. And I took the second class last night, And first of all, it's not just breathing, it's straight exercise. Like, you would think it would be breathing exercises that didn't make you sweat, right? But you're still working out from the inside out. And because you are working from the inside out, you're sweating and everything. Like, everything is sweating. And yeah, it has been amazing. It has been a wonderful challenge that I welcome because I'm new to it. I only probably did like maybe 2 breaths, maybe 3. Like, I felt it when I did it right. Just like I feel it when I take the perfect step in my walking, or, you know, but I felt when I did the right breaths. And I was like, whoa, you know, if I can master this part every day, who knows where this is leading me. But I would have never taken Qigong at first. I wasn't interested in it. You know, it wasn't even on my path. It wasn't even on my timeline. So understanding that when it's time for us to learn different things, how they come in our path, right? But then when they come in our path, we're supposed to accept it and master it. And so I'm just really excited about this. But furthermore, because he is a master in his teachings, I'm excited about learning from someone who this is his life. Like, this is what he does, period. You know, and it's firsthand, because the breathing, like I said, I've never experienced anything like that. Straight up. I've never experienced anything like this. And so to acknowledge this level of breathing, like, now I can understand how people like Ela Tom, who is a breatharian and lives off of breath, because he's living off of the chi that he's built in his system. I can understand how it's possible for him. And I'm not going to say now that that's not my journey and breatharian is not my journey. I don't know. I'm just trusting the guidance of discipline and the situations that are introducing themselves to me at this time. Because I understand my role in learning mastery of self. And mastery of self is the ultimate goal for me, but it should be the ultimate goal for all of us. Because, and I'm not saying that you may master it in this lifetime, but if you can start taking the time to acknowledge your addictions, to acknowledge your mistakes, to acknowledge how you are giving less to yourself and more to everybody else, then that is the beginning of growth. Because when we acknowledge and we can do something about it, we can change our reality. So, like I said, y'all follow Eso the God on Instagram, and I'll put his tag in my description box. But really dope human that really practices what he preaches, which I honor. And this brother is helping me. You know, he's helping me grow from where I am to where I will be. And ain't that the journey? Like, ain't the journey always growth? Introducing new things into our life that help us elevate our life. So, on that note, oh yeah, I got to tell y'all about something else too. Recently, okay, so my son told me somebody spoke to him that never speaks to him because they thought that I was his sister. And then when my son used to work at Smoothie King, so every time I would go into his job, they would think that I was his sister instead of his mom, until he told them. And then I was in a store because I had to return something yesterday, and the lady got behind me and she's just like, you have the most beautiful body. And she didn't mean it in like, oh, I want to, you know, I'm attracted to you. She meant it sincerely, giving me a compliment. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Can I tell y'all something? There have been many times that I have been insecure about who I am or what I look like because of my disability. I've had insecurities, and I've had my disability for a while. But now I am starting to appreciate me for me. And it's crazy it's taken this while, this long, but I'm starting to appreciate me for me. And if you're watching this and you've gotten this far in the video, I hope that you are working on appreciating yourself, all your capabilities, and all the things that make you a beautiful individual simply because who you are and who you have grown to be and who you are starting to become. On that note, I love y'all. Alika lesson.